throat, little man, then I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. To throw is Rodgers on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. That's caught setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
And what an interesting opportunity for this guy, because we know he's not near the end of his career.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
2nd and 4. At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. A first down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers again now. That's complete to Lazard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
It certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Panthers, nothing.
First down, Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Jones. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 13 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, Quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. 13. On 1st down, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. At the 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now to throw.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 52 yards. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.